Oops. All right. Where was Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing another in my series that I call Spoonie Certified, which is where I test out new products to see not only do they work, but do they work for someone with more sensitive skin. And I am actually going to be testing a liquid lip today by Sugar Pill Cosmetics, and I will probably cut a better picture of this in. If you've seen my Insta stories, which, speaking of which, my socials are probably all popping up down below. They're also all linked in the description box down below. And while I'm doing housekeeping, I would really appreciate it if you would take a minute, hit the subscribe button, and ring the bell. I am having a competition for the first 100 subscribers. When we hit 100, I am going to do a random giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel and leave a comment in one of the comment boxes down below. That way I know you've subscribed. When we get to 100, I'll do a random drawing. You want a bunch of free stuff. So why wouldn't you want to subscribe? I mean, unless you're a meanie. And then maybe I don't want you anyway, so. You might have seen in my Insta stories me talking a little bit about my sugar pill order. So I had a really bad week. Well, I had like a really awful weekend or run into like a week. Our car had to go into the shop. We had black sludge come up the kitchen sink. And by black sludge, I mean like this much. I mean, it was like this high. It was disgusting. I wound up with a stress migraine. And then I could not get the video to upload onto YouTube. It kept failing out and failing out and failing out and failing out. And then Monday, my dog got injured. And my dog isn't just my dog. He's featured sometimes on my Instagram as well, Hugo. He's also my service dog. So I feel like there's like an extra layer to our relationship. So I really freaked and I wound up taking him to the emergency vet. He is fine. He pulled a muscle. They believe like all of his blood work came back. He's in excellent health. You know, I did the thing where like I took him in and I was like, maybe he has cancer, you know, like catastrophic thinking, which for someone with a chronic illness, it's not like a huge leap. So the whole point of this like incredibly long, boring ramble is that I had a horrible, horrible couple of days. So I was laying awake at like 2 in the morning and I couldn't sleep. And I got onto Sugar Pill's website because I thought if I'm not sleeping, I'm going to look at makeup because it calms me down. And I wound up ordering 3 things, 2 liquid lips and a lipstick, which I'm going to do a thing with the lipstick in another video. It'll probably be the next video that goes up. And so this was on Monday morning. Well, Tuesday morning, technically. It was 2 o'clock in the morning, Tuesday. I got a shipping notification Tuesday, like around noon, so less than 12 hours. And according to the shipping, it was going to be here on Friday. It actually arrived on Thursday. And it arrived on Thursday, like before 2 p.m. So, I mean, it is crazy fast. And it comes from California. And I didn't select expedited shipping. So this is my first order from Sugar Pill. I was super excited. And one of the colors that I chose is this color called Dark Matter. And that's the color I'm going to be reviewing today. And the reason why I'm reviewing this is because I have struggled with super dark liquid lips. I do fine with a liquid lip that is closer to a neutral, and I can also do like kind of medium tones. I have a couple kind of medium tone browns that have been fine. Anytime I venture into like the purple or red category, and most recently like with the Deep Red by Wet n Wild, that was like awful. I run into problems. One of which is either they feather, right? So they'll bleed out. Even with like a lip liner, right? They bleed out. Or they're patchy, right? And as they fade in this like incredibly patchy way that is just awful. So I am hopeful because I really have been looking for like a very dark purple lipstick. I think for going on 2 years now. I'm hopeful that this is it. So what I thought I would do is kind of walk you through how I actually prep my lips for liquid lipstick, and then I'm going to put this on. I am not wearing any makeup today. It is an infusion day for me. I am going to the doctor in a little bit to have my poison infused into my veins. And I thought, all right, what better day to test a lip product than on an infusion day? And I know I have said in my like post-infusion video, I almost never wear makeup on infusion days. Couple reasons. One, the nurses actually need to see, what I look like. And two, I normally come home and take a nap right away, and I don't want makeup and whatnot transferring all over my pillow. Like I normally just put on sunscreen and then I take a wipe and wipe it back off my face. So I thought, well, liquid lip, right? That's not gonna, theoretically, it's not supposed to transfer onto my pillow. So we're gonna see if it is, right, long wearing and nap proof and how it does. Because the truth of the matter is that a liquid lip for a Spoonie, it's not just about like, can I wear this while I'm out all day or while I'm eating dinner? For a Spoonie, often a liquid lip is like, can I wear this and have it still be okay while I nap? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to test it to see if it is infusion and nap proof. Kind of a high bar to set, but that's what we're doing. All right, 1 second. So before I put on a liquid lip, there's a couple things I like to do. The first of which is exfoliate my lips. And I do this for a couple of reasons. Number one, like I have said in previous videos, I do have a tiny bit of scar tissue on my bottom lip from an accident when I was younger. The stitches never quite healed right. And I find products like liquid lip products go on smoother. And then the other is I feel like they don't get as dry during the day if I exfoliate and put just like a tiny bit of lip balm on. So I'm going to be using, this is it's the Wet n Wild. I'll cut a picture of it in. You guys probably know from my like Hack Your Nap video that I really like the Milani sugar scrub. I've been using that. I think it's like $10. It's reasonably priced, and the sugar granules in it it's like brown sugar, so it's really like larger granules, which is nice for an evening scrub. The Wet n Wild granules are much, much smaller, which is great for like a daytime scrub where you don't really want to be like, I don't know. I don't want as much exfoliation. When I do the Milani one, I normally put on the Laneige sleeping mask afterwards, which is a very heavy duty product. So I feel a little bit better about like really exfoliating my lips. But for this, I want something a little more gentle. So I'm going to exfoliate my lips really quick. And it's watermelon, sort of like scented. It kind of smells like a Jolly Rancher, I think. The nice thing about a sugar scrub is that if you don't get it all, you can literally like lick it off. I know people that literally just like eat them. Not really certain like that I would ever want to just like scoop it out of the jar and eat it. I'm not judging, right? Sometimes you need your sugar fix. Okay. Next, I'm going to put on, this is the DHC, and I've talked about this, I think, one other time. This is the world's best lip balm on the planet. Now, I'm going to go away for a little bit because I do not like to put a liquid lip right on top of an oily product. The reason for this is that like a lot of times oil is what actually allows the liquid lip to be transferred. Like that's why when you take it off, you normally have to use like an oil-based makeup remover. So the last thing you really want to do is be putting a liquid lip on top of oil because it's not going to like settle into your lips well. So what I do is I normally do this part, go away for like 20 to 30 minutes. And if I'm doing my makeup, like I will do all of this first, then I will do the rest of my makeup. And normally by the time I'm done with my makeup, the lip balm has like dried down and doesn't quite feel so like oily, tacky. If it still does, I'll blot it a little bit and then go on with like the next steps. So I'm going to pause the video for a minute and I will be back in just a little bit. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes. So I'm going to go on to my next step, which is I'm going to line my lips. Now, some of the times when I put on liquid lip, I will conceal the outer edges of my lips just because compared to the rest of my face, my lips actually have a lot of color, right? Because I'm so pale. And my lips are not. So if I'm wearing a lighter liquid lip, sometimes like that, or especially where the lip meets my skin, like the skin of my face, the underlip color can show through. So I will take a little bit of concealer and conceal around the lips. I'm not going to do this because this is such a dark color. I am, however, going to line my lips, and I am using, this is a gel lip liner by Wet n Wild. It's called Don't Be a Prune. I picked up one of these like on a whim because CVS had this thing that like if you spent, it was like $10 on Wet n Wild, you got $8 extra bucks back. So basically it was like spending $2. So I bought one on a whim, not really certain, and really liked it. They tend to be, they go on very smooth, they're long lasting, which is nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips real quick. Okay. I don't know if this is showing up in the lights or not. When I align my lips, it looks like I'm taking the lip liner, like I'm overlining. I'm not actually. The scar tissue on my lip is actually, it's all through the middle section of my bottom lip. And it actually forces my bottom lip to almost like curve and hang over. And every time I line my lip, I always want to line it like in this kind of straight line, forgetting, even though I've been this way for a very long time, that I have to actually go down because it hangs over further. And if I don't line it down there, then I have this tiny pink strip on the bottom of my lips that shows through. Okay, so now for the color. This is, like I said, dark matter. I'm gonna throw some swatches up of this so you can see what it looks like from Sugar Pill's website. It is very, very dark. Now this is supposed to be a dark matte purple. I'm knocking everything over on my table here. I'm the truth. It smells like grapefruit. Like kind of citrusy. That's nice. I actually like that better than when stuff smells like really sweet. Okay, I'm going to say this, just first impression. I really like the applicator shape because the flatness like enabled me to get kind of a nice, what felt like a nice even coverage. But the point of the doe foot, it's not flexible. Some of the liquid lips I have put on the doe foots are flexible, and I feel like that kind of like pushes the product all over the place. The point on this enabled me to really get on the bottom where I struggle with where that scar tissue is and it hangs over. I was really able to like kind of pull my lips in and just like draw a really nice thin line. This is much darker than my liner. I can actually, like, I'm a little worried. Hopefully, like, it doesn't, I don't think it's going to cause problems, but yeah, like, I'm looking on the top and I can see just a tiny bit. I'll zoom you guys in on this. Just like a tiny bit of almost the like pinkier color of the lip liner. I'm going to have to look for a different lip liner to wear with this. That is the darkest lip liner I own. I need something that's like almost black. I'm wondering, Sugar Pill, you need to make lip liners. I'm so sorry about Hugo. He's very like, baby, you want to come be in the video? I'm gonna very.
There's no one in your contacts matching out.
Really? Like this morning, it's like chaos, right? Now Hugo's talking to Siri. I'm just gonna really quick touch up where, oh, Now, another option is always to take like a tiny bit of concealer on a concealer brush right around the edges of your lips. Like I said, to hide, right, any color. This is one swipe. I did not put the applicator back into the container. I did in a couple of places pat it on rather than swipe it on. I know some people blot their lips. I do not. Here is the reason why I do not blot my lips. Oh my God. I'm so sorry about Hugo. I'm so sorry. 1 second. Say hi. Okay. He was so worried. So worried. Where was I? Okay. I do not blot my lips. The reason why I don't blot my lips is because, oh, Grumpy. Grumpy, you ready to go back on the floor now? Why are you growling? Why are you growling? Are you ready to go back on the floor and let Mama finish? She's got like 30 seconds left. Okay, we'll snuggle after, I promise. I know you're worried about Mama because she's in pain today. Yeah. I'm gonna put you down, okay? I'm going floor. Okay, I'm going floor. Okay. Little Hugo cameo. The reason why I don't blot my lips, right, is because I do have scar tissue, like I said, on my lips. And I have found that when I blot, what happens is it lifts the color off of the raised area of my lips and leaves color down in the cracks of the scars. And then it just looks awful, right? And what I wound up having to do just in one spot on the bottom of my lips, and it's kind of where the scar tissue starts, is I had to actually go back in. I did one kind of swipe around, and then there was one spot here. I had to take it and sort of repat, like just a tiny bit more on, like on a second layer on top. My recommendation for you, if you're doing a liquid lip, if you have an area on your lips where you know like the grooves are a little bit deeper, start applying the liquid lip there, because by the time you get all the way around your lips and get back to it, it will have started drying down. And you'll notice if there's any like unevenness, discoloration, and then you can just pat just a tiny bit more on top. I don't like putting a lot of layers of liquid lip on. Number one, I feel like it's very drying. And number two, like it can pill depending upon the formula. No pun intended. Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. So I like a liquid lip that only takes one coat. Like that's just my own personal take on things. So here we go. I love the look of the color. This is actually the purple color I have been searching for. Fingers crossed. So it is 9:25 in the morning. I'm going to do a couple check-ins throughout the day, and we'll see how we do. All right. Hey guys, so this is check-in number one. Obviously, I am in the car. I am getting ready to go in for infusion. It is about 1:15. So I've had the lipstick on 4 hours. I did have a little lunch. So I can see just like the tiniest bit of feathering right here. But I'm wondering, like, if that's the lipstick, because it looks pinkier, or if that's the lip liner that I used. I really do feel like the lip liner was too light for this color. I need a darker lip liner. And it looks like somehow I got, I just now noticed that. Do you see that? I wonder how that happened. Weird. Okay, so a little bit of transfer. I'm gonna see if I can get this cleaned up before I go into the doctor's office. But no cracking, really. And for it being matte, it still feels pretty comfortable. Like my lips don't feel super dry. So not bad for 4 hours. I will be back in a bit. Bye guys. Hey guys. All right, so I just finished infusion, and I'm gonna try to flip my camera around and get a shot of this. So the nurses, after they gave me water, they gave me coffee because I think they take pity on me. I'm not allowed to have caffeine, like before they started infusing me. but I can have it after they've started. So like, I think they take pity on me, and they were kind enough to bring me a cup of black coffee, and I had just a little bit of transference. I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you one sec. The lid off of it, because the coffee is always so freaking hot, like it's too hot to drink. So you can see it's from the corners of my mouth, and I don't know if it's something in the styrofoam or because like I drink a bunch of water and I didn't have any transference, or if it's the oil in the coffee that was doing it. I mean, it doesn't taste particularly oily, but just FYI, that happened. Okay, yeah, you can see a little bit like the inner corner. It's faded right there and right there. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't think it's noticeable. Like when I have my mouth shut, even when I'm talking, I don't feel like it's super noticeable. But there is like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of like transference that happened onto the styrofoam. Maybe I'm gonna have to like Google that and see if there is like a known issue with styrofoam and liquid lips, or if it's just something weird about this formula. Who knows? I'm gonna nap and then look into it. All right. I will be back later for another check-in. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. This is check-in number two. Check-in number two, I think. It is almost 6 o'clock, so I slept for a couple of hours. I woke up only because my husband woke me up to take some ibuprofen to help. Sorry, I just got the look of me in the monitor. I was like, wow, I really look rough. No transfer onto the pillow. Pillow's perfectly clean, so that's good. And it's really not feathering. But I will say, you can really see where it started coming off from, I think, the styrofoam. I mean, only when my mouth is like fully open. Shut, I still feel like it looks really good, but there is definitely some like it's come off there. Yeah. Anyway, but I mean, beyond that, it's not feathered really at all, and so we'll see. A couple more hours to go. 4 more hours to go, I think. All right, I'm gonna go back to sleep. Hey guys, so I kept the cup and decided to test it with a different liquid lip, this one by Wet n Wild. And I don't know if you can see the kind of brownish pink stains. That's from the corners of my lips from the Wet n Wild liquid lip. And this is it's a Dixie, like it's a styrofoam Dixie cup. So I'm thinking there just must be something in this particular brand of like in the chemicals of the styrofoam that interacts with liquid lips and causes the corners where it's meeting the like styrofoam the closest to like, peel away. Because I've had this liquid lip on a couple hours and it still came off in the corners. Hey guys, okay, so it has been 12 hours. Clearly I'm not in my normal setup. I didn't have the energy for all that, so I just pulled my good camera out and I'm doing this in bed in true Spoonie fashion. There you can really see like I've lost on the inner portion quite a lot at this point. But the part that has stayed on, which I'm going to bring in like a little closer just so you can see. Hold on one second. I will say,
you know, I lost, like you can see, I've lost in the corners, I've lost in the inside of my mouth. I think the bulk of that came from eating, because I did eat 2 meals today, and I've had several warm drinks like the coffee, and then I've had some tea to try to settle my stomach. I also took 2 naps today. I checked after both naps. There was no additional cracking. Like, it's not like, you know, where I was laying on my side, I noticed, you know, any kind of like a disturbance or kind of like cracking, which is unusual for a matte formula. I also did not notice any tightness. Like, it's been 12 hours. There's no tightness around my scar tissue, and that is normally a problem that I have with matte liquid lips, is that where that scar tissue is right through the center of my lips, throughout the day, that scar tissue becomes irritated, it inflames, and then it cracks the liquid lip. And so I wind up with this kind of like spidery thing happening in the center of my lips. That has not happened this time. So that's amazing to me. My lips don't feel dry at all. I think that must be why I'm not getting the irritation. There was also very little like feathering. The last time I wore a really dark liquid lip, I'm looking at you, Wet and Wild, it was like, it was bad. Like, honestly, I looked like a vampire that didn't know how to feed herself. I mean, it was not pretty. So, yeah. And I have to say, like, it's rare for me to wear makeup for 12 hours. You know what I mean? Like, to put on a look and have it on for 12 hours just because of the nature of my illness. So honestly, like, the fact that it still looks this good closed is very impressive to me after 12 full hours. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Sugar Pill Liquid Lips is Spoonie certified. I give it a hearty thumbs up. I am impressed with its longevity. I'm impressed with the fact that it didn't irritate my scar tissue. And I am super impressed with the color. I love this color. In fact, I now kind of want to order this color in the lipstick so that I have both. Yeah. Well done, Sugar Pill. Very well done. Like, from start to finish, I gotta say, like, from shipping through wearing, my only gripe would be that you guys don't make lip liners, because I need a lip liner that matches this. Like, maybe you could do that for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you'd give it a thumbs up. I hope you guys are happy, healthy, and well-rested, and remembering that self-care is the most important form of care, and I will see you in the next video. I love you guys. Bye.